um, it's a Japanese or Korean. It's like I think it's a Korean series. It's good filmed, but they're talking, Korean, and it doesn't make any sense. It's like Squid Game. Squid
That's
Game
a
was good,
that's
but
another one I've
the
never seen.
actors who are talking
Mm,
Korean, it
mm.
doesn't makes it believable. You know,
Ah,
that
as soon as
doesn't
you
make
said that, I knew it was Korean.
yeah. And it doesn't make any sense. You don't know any expressions what they are saying. It's the same with Hellbound. It's good visuals. It's about monsters coming from the afterlife to the real world, and they're attacking people in the real world. And
Hmm.
yeah, it's good
Yeah,
visuals, but
I'm
I
guessing
don't believe what they are saying. Those Koreans, I don't believe them.
if I had a choice between that and Chernobyl, I probably would watch Chernobyl.
Mm. Chernobyl, yeah, it's a good series. Yeah. It was good. Yeah. It was. I think it was 4, 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Chernobyl.
Hmm.
It was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. Just
But
it's
yeah,
funny. It was
elves.
out over a year ago, and I still haven't seen it. I don't even know why. I've had the time, I just haven't seen it. Damn CNN.
But yeah, what's trending now on Netflix? True Story. It's a limited series, crime series set in Philadelphia. You are from Philadelphia. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't live too far away.
it,
I'm not in
it's it,
Philadelphia, but I'm not
yeah,
that far
yeah.
away.
But it's a
Certainly by
limited
plane.
series
Yeah.
set in Philadelphia, featuring Kevin Hart and Wesley
Oh,
Snipes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Kevin Hart's
trending now.
he's a
It's
Philadelphia
trending now
native.
on Netflix. I didn't watch it yet. It could be. Kevin Hart is always funny. He's always funny.
Yeah, I saw Kevin Hart. He did it was like a viral video went out. He bench pressed like it was somewhere like 300 to 400 pounds, and the guy's only 5'6".
Mm.
So I don't know what 5'6" is in centimeters, but I'm guessing it's not that tall. I could
The
probably
rest I see
even
Arcane.
convert
It's a
it.
new series, TV show Arcane. An aspiring utopian regime clashes with the violent radical underground. At the heart of the revolution of magic and tech, a family is born and tested. It looks yeah, it's a cartoon. It's one of those animated cartoon series. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, Kevin Hart is only 167 centimeters, and he bench pressed
Hmm.
three. I think it was over 300 pounds, maybe 400 pounds. It was only one time, but it was still pretty impressive. Tube thing on.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's better now.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, it's better now. Can you see that?
Okay.
My Molotov vodka.
Fuck, you know something? I like a lot of drinks, but vodka's never really done it for me. This is Reverie Brandy cognac version.
Is
Uh,
it? Wait, can you see? Can you show it? VS. Oh, Remy. Yeah.
Reverie,
Oh, Reverie. Never heard about it.
Reverie. It's from Lidl's. It's £17 a bottle. That's about it's about €19, 18, €19, something like that. And it's tasty.
I will try it. I will try it if I can
Yes.
find it in a little. Yeah, cheers.
It's the cognac version, and it's very,
Cheers.
very nice. How are you keeping anyway, Steph? Nice to hear from you.
Mm. Yeah, thank you for coming on. How was the live stream with Peter? Was it good?
It was very, very good. It was very, very good.
Mm.
Funny enough, it's late at night, and Peter has to get up for work early tomorrow morning. I thought he'd be the more tired one as the stream went on, but it wasn't. He had more life than me, but I think I was probably drinking a bit more,
Mm.
But yeah, it was.
He
Yeah,
looks like a nice chap, yeah.
it was good. He's a good chap. He's a good chap. He's a really good chap. It was a good stream. Being very, not an offensive, no problems. A couple of idiots in the chat, but
Mm.
apart from that, what you'd expect anyway. But no, it went well anyway.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna ask him also to become a guest or something. We will
Yeah,
see.
absolutely, Steph. You're a good guy. This new channel that you've got,
Yeah,
it's it
it's
looks.
still work in progress, you know.
Yeah, it's work in progress. It's something good we could.
Mm.
Let's have a little look at the chat there. Thailand's head on. Nice to hear from you. Bobby Chris, Little's knockoffs. Okay. Steve Anderson, steady. Did you steal your name from the Australian comedian? No, I didn't. I'll tell you what. I'd never even heard of the Australian comedian until somebody pointed out that there was one called Steady Eddie. People have been calling me Steady Eddie for years simply because my name's Eddie and I'm really steady. So there.
Cheers.
Okay.
I'll drink to that.
Okay. Cheers, Ty Z. Nice to hear from you, mate. Nice to hear from you.
You too.
Are you in Egypt right now?
Yeah, I wish I was, because there's a Pizza Hut right there, and
Yeah,
you could actually be at the Pizza Hut eating pizza, looking at the two pyramids.
absolutely. Well, which James Bond movie were they featured in then?
Oh, damn it! It's not. They're not really popular in America.
James Bond movies are popular in America.
No, I mean the old ones are with Roger Moore and
Well, this
some
one,
Sean
maybe this
Connery,
one,
not
maybe the one
Daniel
that
Craig.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
featured Roger Moore. It was The Spy Who Loved Me. He was in Egypt and he had a
Damn
fight
it.
with Richard
I-
Keel.
I thought on this stream the answer would have been Octopussy.
But that's also that was my generation. No, not Octopus. It was The Spy Who Loved Me.
Yeah.
So there, just a little bit of trivia for you anyway.
All
Little bit
good.
of trivia.
I think we're all the same generation.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what. Next year, I am going to be the big 60. I'm going to be 60 next year. So decided that next year, for the whole year, is going to be my birthday.
60. Oh my God.
Not just one day. It's going to be the whole year is going to be my birthday. Celebrating the whole year, beginning in January. So every day next year is going to be my birthday, which probably means I'm going to get drunk every day. Yeah.
Unlike
Yeah, no news here. I'm drunk
unlike
anyway every day.
what we do.
It's not my
Absolutely.
birthday, but I'm drunk. Yeah.
Where are you from, Ty, by the way? Anyway, you're in America?
Yeah, East Coast near Philadelphia.
East Coast near Philadelphia. I don't really know the States. I once landed at Philadelphia airport in transit, coming from Mexico. And the people in it, I was only in transit, but they sort of interrogated me at Philadelphia airport. They didn't like the look of me at all. Because I'd come from Latin America and I was sort of unshaven and tanned. And they just didn't like the look of me.
They didn't like the look of me either. They actually put me through the ringer when I arrived from Thailand and searched all my baggage.
Well,
yeah,
they wanted to know why I'd been to so many Muslim countries because I had a property in Turkey at the time and Turkey was stamped on my passport many, many, many times. So they were very suspicious about that. And I also had places like Nicaragua stamped on my passport and, Vietnam, countries that are not really necessarily very popular with Americans. So They didn't like the look of me, but they went through my luggage and they didn't find anything interesting anyway.
Well, you look a little bit Turkish, Eddie. To be honest.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah,
thanks for that.
I think you could work in a kebab shop and nobody
Yeah,
would notice the difference.
yeah, but I don't go with wongers. You know those 65-year-old English grannies who like going with the young turkey.
I didn't know they had a name.
Like
Wongers.
they're called
What?
wongers. They are.
Wongers. Okay.
Many
That's
go
me.
with
That's
young Thai girls
female
are mongers.
female mongers. Those are wongers. Okay.
They're wongers.
Okay. That's a new word.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, the thing is that those wongers say that they don't pay for those young boyfriends, Gambian boyfriends and Turkish boyfriends and whatever. But you look at all this young gigolo, he's wearing expensive clothes. Who do you think bought them for him? It's the old grannies who buy them clothes. And then it comes to the stage when this young gigolo, Gambian or Turkish or whatever,
You
what
have
he
it a lot
wants.
in African countries, especially
Oh
in
yeah,
Kenya, I think. Those old tarts
yeah,
from UK, they're traveling
yeah,
to African countries, sitting on a
yeah,
beach
yeah,
and getting a cocktail from a 20-year-old black guy there,
yeah.
in shorts,
And,
in
and
shorts.
these women are always fat and ugly as well. So often fat and ugly, and they couldn't get a fella back in England, so they go out there to get one. Like, and but the thing is, these young Gambian
I
guys,
know, I know.
or what they are, they're motivated by money. Before you
To
know it,
be
they're
to be honest,
telling a woman,
I've seen some in Pattaya also, those 60-year-old English Western woman, looking for
We
a young
always thought,
Thai boy in Pattaya. I've seen it also.
I don't know,
but
I'm
Not
not
that
really.
much, but you can
me
see
and
them.
Steph always thought they were motivated by bushmeat.
No, the women are motivated by a nice bit of young firm flesh, young enough to be their grandson. The
Yeah.
fellas are motivated by a passport to England, or they're motivated by they want to get thousands of pounds from these women so they can open a business at home. They find a way to scam the women, and these stupid old grannies fall for it. You know what I mean? They fall for it. But then again, the same vice versa. Old men go out to Thailand and get ripped off by young girls. It
Yeah, but
happens.
it goes around.
It goes.
There
It
are a
goes.
lot of female women who own a bar, Western female women who own a bar in Thailand. Did you know that? Or a
Oh yeah, absolutely.
resort, or a cocktail bar, or
Are
something.
you talking about Thai women? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Thai women do. I mean, the thing is, that some of those Thai women, may well have worked in the how can I put it, the industry younger on. Now, in the younger days, now some women can put their money away wisely and plan for their middle age or their older age, whereas some of the girls just squander the money and they end up with nothing. I've met Thai girls who are working girls. They work in the bars, but they've managed to save a lot of money, and they plan that in a couple of years' time they're going to buy a nice
Mm.
plot of land in Laos or wherever, and live happily ever after. Some people can put
Yeah.
the money away wisely, and some don't. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, it works out. It's the same way in just investing in general.
Yeah, yeah.
I did you see promote Cambodia in your last videos? I believe
Cambodia.
it also. I am happy you're promoting Cambodia and Phnom Penh
Yeah, I
because I
would.
think I think it's a new holiday destination.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly say use the word promoting it. I'm kind of telling people what I know,
Mm,
because the thing is, I see that Cambodia surprised a lot of people the other week by open for business
mm,
without the hassle at Thailand, opening the bars. You don't have to do any quarantine anymore. You just
mm.
have to provide a PCR test and proof of your double vaccination and all this kind of stuff. And Cambodia seems to be open. Now, some people who love Cambodia were promoting it in a big way. They were saying, why bother with the hassles of Thailand when you can go
Mm.
to Cambodia without the hassle? And
They
I've
have
just,
bars also. They have temples, beautiful
yeah,
temples. Angkor
yeah,
Wat. You can
yeah,
to Siem Reap,
yeah.
Phnom Penh. What
No,
is it called?
But the thing is,
Yep.
Steph, Angkor Wat, yeah. The thing is, Steph, I was trying to put people in the picture. It's not as simple as that. Cambodia's own people who are used to Thailand and used to all that Thailand has to offer. Will they find the same in Cambodia? Well, I'm not sure that they will. Some people might be a little bit disappointed. You see, I mean, the closest thing to Pattaya
It's
in
not Pattaya, it's not Bangkok, Phnom
yeah,
Penh. They don't have any skyscrapers there, but
yeah,
it's. I like the architecture there.
yeah,
It's a French old colony. You
yeah.
have those French buildings, beautiful museums also there. The art museum in Phnom Penh, is very
Yeah, but the
beautiful.
2 week millionaires, Steph, they don't go there for that. They go there for a bit of rumpy pumpy with the ladies.
Yeah, but Phnom Penh has a lot of bars with Rumpy Pumpy. I don't know if they are open now. I don't know,
Yeah,
but they used
yeah.
to be.
They do, but don't forget. I mean, Phnom Penh is not a beach resort, and they don't have the same kind of nightlife that Thailand. They have some great bars, but they don't have go-go bars. They don't really have much
No,
live bands. They
not really go-go bars, but you
yeah,
have discotheques. You have
yeah.
you have to walk about there. Some
Well,
some nice
that's
girly
gone, Steph.
bars on the
Steph, that's
beach.
gone for a
You
few
know,
years. That walkabout. That's
I
gone.
don't
That is.
need a go-go's. I don't want to sit in a go-go all night.
No.
And I
Uh,
don't want to sit on a beach all night. So what's
yeah.
the difference?
No, I love Cambodia. It's a
Mm.
great place. But I'm just trying to put people in the picture because some people who are used to Thailand may go to Cambodia thinking it's the same. It's not the same. It's in fact Phnom Penh. It's a great city. I like it, but I know a lot of people who went there and they didn't like it. They said it's a garbage
Mm.
dump. Oh, it's not to everybody's taste.
I wouldn't call it garbage, but
Here's an
it's
interesting question:
like Thailand
how
20 years ago. Yeah.
how do
Yeah.
they treat their land? Like, do they dump trash right on the streets?
No, it's not like
Yes.
trash. I
In
didn't
Phnom
see
Penh,
trash
they
in
did.
Phnom Penh.
Because
I
I
didn't
tell
see
you,
trash.
like the Philippines was the worst.
Yeah.
They just dump trash everywhere. Don't care about it.
Mm. But they do it in Pattaya also, but not in the
Uh,
tourist zones. They
well,
just do it outside the tourist area in Pattaya.
yeah, in my experience,
I see streets in
Philippines is way
Pattaya that
worse.
I thought
Way
by
worse.
myself, I saw rats in the streets, garbage in Pattaya.
Oh
But
yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
rats in Pattaya.
It's
Yeah,
outside the eye.
yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
see it in second road or Soibakau, but after third road, and you
You
can
talk
see
about rats. You get a
garbage.
lot of the, you get
Unbelievable.
that in Bangkok and in Pattaya and whatever. And it's Cambodia is probably a bit worse for that. But Cambodia, it's not as developed. I mean, when you consider Phnom Penh is the capital city,
Yeah,
Bangkok
it's the
the
capital.
capital of Thailand. The two cities are entirely different from each other. Bangkok's a
Oh
big
yeah,
concrete
yeah.
jungle, whereas Phnom Penh is a much smaller. But
But
the
Phnom
thing
Penh
that
has the
makes
charms. It has the charms. It's
yeah,
old days. It is architecture.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
And
I love it as well.
the food
The
is
thing
good
that
there.
makes Cambodia work really well is the people. The Cambodian people are
Oh
wonderful.
yeah, yeah.
They're great people. They're real characters. They are. They're real characters.
Hmm.
I've met some lovely ladies there over the years. Fantastic. I've had some great times. I'd like it to return. We'll
Yeah, me
see.
too.
Nobody knows what's going to happen next. You know what I mean? No one knows what's going to happen next, Steph. I mean, on Friday, there was good news and bad news all within the space of about an hour or so. The
Mm,
good news is people were saying Thailand is ditching the quarantine for the first day and the PCR test. Now you can enter there with just a 15 minutes RAT test, rapid antigen test. So that's the good news. And then about an
mm.
hour later, I heard about this South African
It
variant.
changes every
Oh
week
yeah.
in Thailand. It changes every
Uh,
week. What they
And
yeah,
announce.
I'll tell you important information that I just found out today that
yeah,
the rapid test does
yeah.
not detect the new variant very well compared to the PCR test. Like the rapid test that they give you, it's way worse at detecting than the regular test that they give you Unfortunately.
I've had three jabs, jab 1, jab 2, and the booster jab. I shouldn't have to have any test.
Well, those jabs were based on the spike proteins that they
Yeah,
already knew about, which has nothing to do with this new variant because it has
yeah,
like 20 different mutations. Now
yeah.
they're saying if you had it, you're probably at least protected somewhat, but it's a new game.
I don't know.
We knew
You
it was
never
going
know
to
what's going
happen.
to happen with all of this. You just have to. I mean, the thing is, some years ago, if it was now the month of end of November and I'd booked my flight at the beginning of January, a few years ago, I would be great. I would be feeling really
Mm.
positive. I'd be
Yep.
counting the days to that flight, and I'd be
But
looking forward.
no, you don't know.
That's it now. All
Mm.
confidence is gone because you just don't know what's going to happen
Mm.
next. You know what I mean? And
I
as for
hope
this,
you get a
yeah,
rebook or something, or if you get your money back if you can't travel.
Steph, I don't want to. I don't want to rebook. I want to be on that flight.
Yeah, yeah, but just in case,
well, yeah, I could rebook, but it's all a big pain. It's all a big pain.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to put it off anymore because, like I say, I'm not getting any younger. I've got to start
They
enjoying
said
my life
they're
again.
gonna open 16th of January. Yeah, you have to wait and
Uh,
see.
yeah, I mean, this pandemic. It reminds me sort of.
Getting worse. You
It's
have
become
that
a bit of a
new
joke, though, hasn't it?
Omicron virus now going on,
I always do it.
and
I
we
call
don't
it
know
the
what's
onion
happening.
virus. You've had like various flavored packets of crisps. You've had the salt and vinegar variant. You've had the smoky bacon variant. Now you've got the onion variant. Tomorrow it'll be something else.
Omicron.
Tomorrow it'll be the green onion variant. Jeez, I'm getting fed up of all of these things. Do you know something? This pandemic. It reminds me this antivirus. It reminds me of do you remember the old Monty Python sketch? The funniest joke in the world. Anyone who sees this joke will die laughing. It's like anyone who's got this anyone's got this virus. I mean, it's like it's just like the world's funniest joke. Anyone who sees it will die laughing. I'm laughing now. I'm going to die. I'm going to die at this moment in time. With
Yeah, it's good to
Andy
see
in the
another Monty Python video. Christmas is coming up, yeah. You can watch
Hey,
Home Alone
that's,
again.
I'll tell you what, Steph. I suggested to my live stream guest, how about some of the YouTubers getting together and having a Christmas special, StreamYard's Christmas special.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah,
That'd be good
why
fun,
not?
wouldn't it?
With 3-4 people on the stream. Yeah, Christmas special.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
eating some, how you call it, gravy with pigs and blankets and turkey. Yeah.
I tell you what, Steph. I mean, you're one of the ones who kicked off the live streaming genre on YouTube, as far as I'm concerned. You did, but I don't think
it's a long time ago.
We've progressed to StreamYards where you're having various guests on, but I don't think the live streamers have actually got together and actually done a Christmas special together.
It's very hard to get a few, let's say, famous YouTubers together on one panel. It's very hard. Yeah,
we could try.
Everybody has his own agenda, and
yeah. But we still haven't put out the email to Santa Claus and Black Pete yet.
No. Maybe you have to send an invitation to Mark Wiens or something.
Yeah. Steph, I'll tell you something, Steph. I don't think it was last New Year's Eve. I think it was the one before that. I think it was just when I started doing live streams. I've done a couple, and I came home, from work New Year's Eve, yeah, and I wanted to, and I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to do a surprise with a live stream. I'd only done a couple before that. I was surprised with the live stream. And then I switched on YouTube and I think I seen Steph was doing a live stream.
I think I did a 48-hour live stream. Yeah, 48-hour live stream.
Bestie was doing a live stream. Everyone was doing a live stream.
Yeah.
well, I can't do it because everyone else is doing a live stream. So the idea is, I think at that time here, there's a lot of people who want to do live
Mm.
streams. It will be good fun.
Yeah,
We'll
but
have to do
if you
something.
get those characters together, on which stream will they come? You know, I
Oh
don't
God!
mind to come on yours, on
Oh,
Big
yours.
Fat
Oh,
Bestie. I don't need to make money of it. You know, just for
no,
fun,
no.
just for
It'll
fun.
just be a bit of fun. It'll be a
Doesn't
bit of
matter.
fun.
Yeah.
It would be a bit of fun. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. Anyway. I mean, I was actually thinking, how about if I did a live stream at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Christmas Day and called it Steady Eddie's alternative Queen's Christmas Day speech? Because that's when she always does a Christmas speech, 3 o'clock on a Christmas Day. Well, I was thinking of going live then, just
Mm.
maybe put a crown on my head.
A tinfoil hat, maybe a
Be a bit
tinfoil
of, yeah,
hat.
be a bit of a
I
laugh,
think
wouldn't
I'm
it?
gonna wear a tinfoil hat with Christmas. Yeah, on my.
We'll think
I
of
think
something.
I need to do another shave video. You know, shave my hair in front of the,
Yeah,
because it's getting too long. You know, shave
yeah.
it bald again.
I've got to shave it. I keep on meaning to get it out. Yeah, let's see. I mean, hey, Steph, can we get a little bit serious, Steph? What's your
Okay,
favorite?
let's get
What's your
serious.
favorite news story of the day? It's got to be. It's everyone's really keen to see the outcome of it. Your favorite news story?
From today,
Yeah,
I don't know. What
start
was
of the
it?
trial, Steph. The start of a trial, a notorious trial.
The trial. I don't watch. I don't give a shit about that. Epi, what is it called? Epi Warrenstein. That
Yeah,
trial with his wife. I don't give a shit about that. You know.
but
I.
everyone else is really
Why
keen.
is that big news? That woman has to go to court. So
Oh, she's such an evil. But people love
she,
to hate.
in the end
Well,
of the day, she will not spend one day in prison. I can
she's
promise
already
you that.
spent about a
They
year.
get
Oh, I
away
think
with
she's.
everything.
Oh, she's
They,
guilty.
Oh, she's guilty.
Yeah,
she's
she's
guilty,
totally guilty.
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you
she
know,
will not
Steph,
spend one day in jail. I
Mm.
promise you that.
but I
It's
tell you what, Steph. Do you know what? I'm British, and you know what I want to see? I want to see that royal knobhead Andrew. I want
Ah,
to
Prince
see him.
Andrew.
I want to see him brought up because I want to see him summoned because he knows things, and I want to see him taken to that trial. I want to see him put in the witness stand and be
what the
questioned.
fuck did he do wrong, Andrew?
Oh, he's a knobhead. That's what he done wrong. He's a knobhead.
Is that guy who married to Kate? What is it, Middlelow or that
Oh no!
No,
Oh
famous?
no!
no,
That's
no,
Prince
no.
William.
Oh, that's
Prince
William.
William is.
I, I
KnowYourRoyals.com.
I don't know
Yeah.
my royals. I don't give a
Do you
shit.
know the thing about Prince Andrew? When he's about 2 years older than me. When he was a very young man, he had
Oh yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
going. He was in the navy. He flew helicopters. He had lots of lovely, sexy girls. He was the kind of guy that you wanted to be. And then years later, I wouldn't want to be Prince Andrew for all the money in the world. I just wouldn't want to be him because we all know, you know what he's up to. He's very,
Yeah,
very.
but
I thought there was something strange about Prince Andrew when some years after his Playboy times, we all knew that he had lots of sexy girlfriends, porn actors, and all kinds of things. Prince Andrew
come
married.
on, we're all playboys, you know.
Yeah,
Every
but Prince
famous
Andrew married
actor had.
Fergie. Prince Andrew got married to Fergie, this pudgy, red-headed trollop. I mean, he had lots of lovely women, and then he gets married
He's a
to her.
wonger. He married to a wonger.
He married a Wonka. I mean, for what reason? For what reason? You know, I was disappointed. I thought, man, I thought this guy's had so many sexy ladies, and now he marries this fat, ugly cow. Something wrong with that. Do you know what
Yeah, but
I think? I think it was an arranged marriage. There's
mm,
always something odd, isn't it? I think it was an arranged marriage.
I don't know. I think the Indians would disagree with you.
Well, I mean, why would a guy who had so many sexy women then marry a pig ugly trollop like that? I don't get it. Just don't get it.
Sorry, sorry, the joke went a little bit too far.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I remember now Prince Andrew, yeah, and Epstein and those guys.
yeah. But it'd be interesting to say like I don't know. There's something about the ordinary British public, the ordinary man or woman in the streets. We like to say those rich bastards, those rich, privileged people. We like to see them
Yeah,
taken down a peg or
yeah,
so,
me too.
and that is why
Like I
this.
want to see the politicians like Boris Johnson.
Yeah,
He's the most fucked up guy in the world,
yeah, yeah,
allowing those immigrants coming to England.
yeah. Oh,
You
gee.
don't need a passport. They don't need papers. They can work in a restaurant,
Yeah,
washing dishes, and the police don't get them evicted. You don't need to wear mouth masks. I think Boris Johnson is the only prime minister who can walk into a fucking hospital without wearing a mouth mask.
oh,
He did that.
he's a
He did that.
buffoon, isn't he? He's a buffoon. He can't even open his mouth for. He can't even say more than two sentences without making himself look like a
Yes.
clown.
You have to wear everywhere a mouth mask in the buses and at least in a hospital. And he's the only prime minister. He walks into a hospital and does a speech without a mouth mask
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
an hospital. Can you
Yeah.
believe that?
I mean,
That's
we're letting all we're letting all these dingy people. That's a good phrase for it, isn't it? Dingy people. We're letting them all in, and we're putting them in hotels and looking after them. And the next thing you know, they want to they want to bomb us to pieces. Are you there, Ty Z?
I am.
You're there. How are you keeping anyway? I can't see you, but what are you up to tonight? Well, what are
Oh,
you up to
good.
these days?
Oh, good. Hold on. I'll just give me 30 seconds. I'll show myself. I just have
Okay.
to. I just have to flick a switch. But apparently the switch takes 30 seconds to do.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Yeah, Thomas Crown's here. Thomas Crown, he's like Steve McQueen there. UKers, as an American, please take Harry and Meghan back. We don't want them here. But we don't want them here either. You can keep them. You can have our royals.
the
Americans
news.
like the whole royal story.
The news was there was a plane from KLM from South Africa landing in Holland, and they had like 60 people going into a hotel near the airport, quarantine hotel.
Yeah,
And there was one couple who tried to escape the quarantine,
yeah,
and they were trying to flee Holland, and they were captured on an airplane. The airplane has to stop on the runway, and they took the couple away from the airplane. That was funny.
You know what
Go on,
something I
Ty Z.
found out today was someone from Guatemala hopped aboard a plane headed to somewhere in the U.S. I think it was Miami, but somewhere in the U.S. And they stow away in their landing gear for the whole flight, which is really dangerous because you're talking about temperatures that are like -40.
Christ.
You're talking about, and he actually survived today.
Yeah. But you know what's happened a few times. Do you know when the airplanes come into Heathrow Airport? You know they actually. And I was on an airplane recently going into Heathrow Airport. It was coming from Turkey, but it went over the River Thames, and I could see from the window. I could see Tower Bridge and other Westminster, Big Ben. I could see all that from the window.
Yeah.
But as it goes to places like Chiswick and sort of West London, Middlesex area, where it goes into Heathrow Airport. And do you know what is to Hounslow? Yes. Do you know what has happened on a number of occasions? Some stowaway from an African country is actually stowed away on this big jumbo jet. He's stowed away in the wheels, right?
Yes.
And he's flying at 45,000 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's finally coming to his destination. And the plane is coming into land, and then the wheels come down, and then he drops from the plane.
He makes the biggest mistake of all.
You cannot survive that. You will freeze to death.
No, they actually, Steph, they actually have statistics.
Yeah.
Because they can recover the dead bodies that failed, but it's like 75% fail. the attempt.
Maybe 1 hour, but not a 10-hour flight. You cannot survive that, at 10 kilometers high.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
you don't
maybe
know.
1 hour
We don't
flight.
know what kind of gear they bring. Maybe they bring a sleeping bag. Maybe they bring some kind of breathing tube. You don't actually know what the only statistics they give is what the survival rate is coming into the U.S.,
Yeah.
which is 75% do not survive.
But,
So
I mean,
the odds are against you.
can you imagine being in your garden in Hounslow on a sunny day and you're watching the planes coming into land, and the next thing, some bloody asylum seeker falls from out of the sky and
Damn
lands
it!
in your
I have a dead Pakistani in my garden here. What am I gonna do with it?
Yeah.
I saw the news about Pakistan today.
Yeah.
They're going into winter now, and the kids and the women they don't get any money. They don't have any food, and they're starving to death now in Pakistan. The local people there, because the Taliban, they don't give them money. They don't give a shit. They don't pay even
Well,
the
wait,
doctors. They don't pay. They don't pay the nurses.
but what does
And
that have to
they're
do with
just starving
Pakistan?
to death now. And yeah, but I saw it on the news today. There was a reporter from Belgium
Wait,
in
I'm
Pakistan,
confused.
and
What is it? What does that have to do with Pakistan, though? Pakistan
I'm
is not
talking
ruled
about
by
Pakistan.
Taliban.
It's Pakistan is no Afghanistan. Afghanistan.
Oh, Afghanistan. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Afghanistan.
I was
Sorry, yeah,
confused. Okay,
sorry, Afghanistan. Yeah,
Yeah.
those people are starving to death now in Afghanistan.
Yeah, but Bobby Cross, 10 hours on the wheels, you'd need a packed lunch and a flask. I think you'd need more than that, mate. I think you need the love of God as well on your side. Perhaps, hey, Bobby Cross, not only 10 hours on the wheels, a packed lunch and a flask, but I think why don't you have a nice little portable TV for entertainment as well, with a little miniature video recorder, so you can watch your favorite movies while you're
Yeah,
clinging
but
to
you
the
need
wheels.
you,
of an
you need a
airplane.
good battery then for 10
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway.
yeah,
But
yeah.
people are desperate, in those rubber boats coming over the canal from France to England. Oh my God, 30 people on a fucking rubber boat, and only 30 people died last weekend. Only 30. That's what they
It's
say.
very, very sad. It's very, very
But the
sad.
good news was 25,000 came across, but only
Yeah.
30 people died. It's good news. It's good news. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think for these smugglers, the traffickers, they should all get life sentences because it's an evil
Yeah.
But what I'd like to know, all these asylum seekers, these dinghy people, apparently they pay thousands of pounds or dollars to these smugglers.
They
Yeah.
But
do,
where do
yeah.
these
They
people
they
get?
they give their whole life savings.
they
That's
have
the
to
but
sell
sad
their
part.
house in Africa. They have to sell their house
Yeah.
to get a ticket to England. And once they arrive in England, they have to work, in a restaurant or something,
Yeah.
and pay back the family
Yeah.
at some point, at some way.
So where did
But
he
they're
get that?
selling their fucking house. They're selling their cars
I
to
mean, I
come
know
to
lots of
England.
people in England, lots of English people who haven't got thousands of pounds. I mean, where I live in England, you get bloody English people, white English people who wander around the streets,
But
trying to borrow £2 from you, or because
yeah, but
'cause they got no money.
we pay like 5,000 euros to book a cruise, on the Caribbean. They
Yeah,
pay £10,000 to come to England in a fucking rubber boat. Can you believe that?
that's
We
a
pay
nice
less.
little
We
money.
pay less for a cruise in the Caribbean than they pay on a channel to go to England.
And the sad part of it all is while you're on your cruise, you could actually see them passing the opposite direction, and you could wave at them.
Oh, I don't think so. But they're gonna put planes in the air, flying over the channel to detect those rubber boats. That's the latest news here in Belgium.
Yeah,
I saw the French were what is it called? They cut with a knife. They cut the boats so they can't be repurposed.
Yeah, a few boats. Yeah.
Yeah. The two boats, that've been causing all the problems. That's their solution. We stuck our knives in these two boats, so this won't happen much anymore.
I think it's a one way direction. I don't
Yeah.
think any of those rubber boats they drive back and pick up new passengers. I don't think so. They just stranded on the UK shores there, and they still lying there.
Well, they
I
should be
think
able
it's
to
the
figure that
I
out,
think it's the
right?
graveyard of rubber boats there in England.
Maybe. They should be able to figure it out because if they know 30,000 people have crossed and they only have 10 boats, something's not right. Right? They could do the math and figure out if it's the boats are going back and forth.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but Bobby Crush has mentioned some. All those countries in the EU, and they risk their lives in little boats to get to England. What does that tell you? Well, you know what I think it is? I think in England we have this ridiculously generous benefit system.
Yeah,
We are
it's a
soft
benefit system.
we're the soft touch country. We'll allow people in and they can get away with bloody murder. Thomas Crown, the government's benefits must be better in Britain. The law's more lenient in some ways.
The
But the
problem
only
is you can walk illegal in England without a passport, without an ID card. You
yeah,
cannot do that in Belgium. You need to show your ID card, otherwise you're illegal.
yeah.
But in England, once you're walking in the streets, you're legal. You can do whatever you want. You can
Wow,
find a
I don't
job.
even think it's that strict in the U.S.
We are a very,
Well, I
very
think it's
soft
more
touch
strict in the U.S. I'm sorry, I
we're a
said that.
very soft touch country. We are
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very soft touch. We allow people to come in and they walk all over us. Apparently,
Mm.
well, we're not the only country like that. I mean, a country called Sweden. I mean, I've never actually been to Sweden. I'd like to go there. 'Cause, apparently, I love the image of all these Swedish blondes and all that. Well, it must be lovely stuff, but apparently they've got a terrible problem. Their crime rate is now maybe one of the worst in
Yes.
Europe
And
because of
Mm.
you'll
The
see
funny
who
thing
they
was
who
England.
they might have
England.
let in over the past 15 years.
absolutely, yeah,
Yeah.
they'll let
Yeah.
anyone in.
But
You
what
know,
what did the Brexit did? They called in the Brexit to get away from those immigrants, and they're getting more immigrants now
yeah,
after
that's it.
after the Brexit. So it
Well,
didn't help.
yeah.
Yeah, they get some French fisher boats from the shores of UK. That's all what they get with the Brexit.
I
Some
mean,
fisher boats.
Steph, when Britain joined the European Union, I was only a young kid, but I don't recall it being called the European Union. It was called in the early 70s. It was called the
Mm,
Common Market. That's what they used to call it. And in them days,
mm.
what was it? Well, we thought we were joining the European Union because it was about the common market. Because there was only a handful of countries, European countries. I mean, we never in our wildest dreams thought that Bulgaria or Romania or
No,
countries like that would be
no.
included. They all came much later, didn't they? You
Mm.
know, I mean, we didn't join to be, neighbours with Hungary or Romania or some other obscure countries. We want to be
Yeah,
friends with
yeah, yeah.
France and
Same,
Belgium
same
and
as
Germany.
Poland. Poland is
Yeah,
making troubles now. Hungary is making troubles.
yeah,
But those are the borders of Europe now. And we are donating money to them
yeah,
to guard their borders now. It's
yeah,
our money,
yeah.
from
But
France,
is it not
Belgium,
true?
Germany.
Yeah, is it not true though, Steph, that some of the poorer European countries, like the Eastern European ones that were added, like Hungary and countries like that, they wanted to join the European Union because they had a lot to gain from it. But when they
Of
were then
course.
told during the last recession, the credit crunch, that they would have to fork out money to help out Greece and whatever, they thought, well, why should we? We joined this union because we wanted to gain things, not because we
Yeah.
wanted to give people
We
money.
wanted the security.
Yeah,
And I'll tell you,
Greece.
one of the
Greece
most
was a big
interesting
flop.
one of the most interesting questions now is if Ukraine should be allowed to join the EU because they have a lot of pressure coming.
Yeah.
You see the
They-
Mm,
pressure
they're going to
coming
be at
from
war with
I don't think
Russia, from
Russia will
Belarus.
allow that. Russia will not allow that. But they are
Well, no,
they
Russia
are
has no
pro-European.
say.
They are pro-European Ukraine.
Well, Russia has no say in if Ukraine joins,
But
but
if
I
Ukraine
think
joins the European
I
Union, we have to fight Russia because
well,
Russian
yes, this is part of the
is fighting
problem.
in the north of Ukraine now. So it would be part of Europe then. So we have to
This is
defend.
part of the dilemma.
So we can never allow Ukraine to the European Union because we have to fight Russia then.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so there
Same,
is a
same as
chance that
Turkey. Same
there
as
is a
Turkey.
chance
We
that
can never allow Turkey to become part of European Union
They
because
won't.
Turkey is like, yeah.
well, no, actually Turkey is a lot safer than Ukraine.
But then we have to save the Turkish borders with Syria and
Right?
Iraq
No,
and
I get
Iran.
it.
So we cannot
Well,
do that. We cannot do that.
uh,
I tell you, the worst that
it's
could happen to Turkey.
it's a lot bigger of a problem with Ukraine than it is with Turkey.
What would
If Turkey,
yeah.
Turkey has an issue where one of the positives about Turkey is they're actually even though they're like a Muslim country, they're like a democracy, right? So they
What?
have to
I
pass.
wouldn't be
Democracy?
so sure of that
Yeah,
Turkey?
nowadays.
yeah, they're a
Turkey a
democracy.
democracy? Are you kidding?
No, I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
Are
so
you
sure about
kidding?
that.
It's
yeah.
like North Korea is a democracy compared to Turkey. No
No,
way.
I don't think all their lawmakers are
Oh, come on.
so
Did you
aligned
ever
with
see a speech of Erdogan, the
yes,
president of Turkey?
yes. I know,
How he
I,
fucking
I,
hates the
I
rest.
know,
How he fucking hates the rest.
yeah.
but
Oh, damn it.
yeah, they want to be part of NATO.
Yeah, but
Mm,
the thing is, if Turkey was to join the European Union, and the Turks would have freedom of the borders and whatever to go wherever they wanted, do you know who would put up a lot of protest against that?
mm.
The Wongas. They'd put up a lot because the thing is, if the Turks are able to move freely around other countries, they don't need the Wongas anymore, do they, for passports? So the Wongas, the
The
Wongas would
Wongers are
be,
putting. I love it. They're putting up a protest.
they would.
I like it.
I mean,
You
why,
think
why, why, would- why would
the Wongers are
why
going to
would
Turkey?
why would Ahmed and young Ahmed need to sleep with a 20-stone English granny when he can get his own passport will get him to Europe anyway. You know what I mean?
What are you
Well,
drinking? Still
I'm,
brandy?
I'm drinking cognac brandy. It's
Cognac.
little
Oh, it's the last one for the road. Yeah, looks good.
Reverie
I'm
cognac.
gonna try to find it. I'm gonna try to find it in little.
Reverie. It's in Little's.
We
It's
can drink it together. We can drink it together.
£16.99, which is about 18 or
Mm.
19 euros.
Yeah, but some littles have different brands in different countries. But I will try to
Bloody,
find it.
bloody good stuff. Bloody good stuff. Oh well.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's
I think
interesting. America has a totally different view of Turkey than EU does. Like we don't look at it from the border perspective, who could travel where. We look at it from security, more of a security perspective.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
for us it's the
I pa-
same.
I passed I passed through Philadelphia airport, and when they looked at my passport, they were highly suspicious because I had Turkey stamped in my passport. You
Mm.
know, so it was. That's all I can say. Do you get many Turks in America?
No, not that I've seen.
How,
No,
how about
they all coming to Belgium for some reason
in
and to the
Germany's got
UK.
most of them. There's
No,
millions of them.
most Turks coming to Belgium and Germany
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
because
A
we have a
million.
past. We have the coal mines here in Belgium, and we invited those immigrants from Turkey in the years in the 50s and the
Yeah,
60s to come
yeah,
work in our coal mines. And now they have a population of Turkish people with families here in Belgium, and that's why, yeah, they're still getting their family here. And we have
yeah,
cities, we have big cities full of Turkish people,
yeah, yeah,
with
yeah,
mosques, it's especially in the northeast of Belgium. It's full of
yeah,
Turkish people there.
yeah,
They have
yeah.
their own communities, their own cities, their
You know
own,
it's going
how
to
you
be
call it,
bad, Steph, when they rename the capital Istanflef.
Istanbul, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Turkish, yeah. I'm not a fan of it, but yeah, what can you do with
Yeah. I must admit, there's still subtle, some not so subtle differences. A lot of people think Turkish and Greeks are very similar people. I visited both of those countries quite recently, and the Greeks are a very, very different race of people than the Turks. There's more of a female perspective in Greece. In Turkey, you hardly ever see any girls or women
Mm.
working in bars or whatever.
Yeah,
It's always
that's
groups of men.
No,
yeah. It's
because
probably more of a Muslim
it's a
influence.
It's a Muslim country,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Whereas
the same as
Greece,
in Afghanistan. They don't want to
yeah,
be women in charge. They don't want education for women. It's a little
in
bit moderated in Turkey. It's not like Afghanistan or Syria, but yeah,
yeah, well, in Greece,
that's
if you go from Turkey to Greece, it's kind of refreshing because all of a sudden you
yeah.
find out women in
Greece is
hotels,
Catholic.
and
Greece is
yeah,
Catholic. They allow
yeah,
women in the streets. Yeah, that's the
yeah, yeah,
difference. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
Greece is well. I don't know if Greece is Catholic. They're
Mm,
probably more Orthodox than Catholic.
yeah, Orthodox, but you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying.
yeah.
They're for Jesus,
They have
not Mohammed.
lot of tradition.
But Greece, yeah, I've never been to Greece. Never been there.
Oh, it's
Wish,
beautiful. It's beautiful stuff. It's
yeah.
lovely. Those Greek islands, tell you something, mate. Those Greek islands. I've been to Crete. I've been
I
to
saw your videos, man. It was
yeah,
beautiful. It was
yeah,
beautiful on that
yeah,
beach there, on that promenade. I don't know what
yeah.
the city name was. That promenade there with
Chania,
the
Hania.
yeah, with
Yeah.
those
The
fancy,
old town.
cozy restaurants.
Yeah,
It's
they're absolutely
beautiful.
beautiful. Lovely place. And
Mm.
the thing is, the women there are such glamorous women. They even the older women they dress in such a stylish and glamorous way. Very,
A little
very,
bit of
very glamorous.
Cleopatra,
Yeah,
Cleopatra Melves,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
the
it's a nice.
Cleopatra Wangers.
I'll tell you something. If you were if you were a billionaire and you could afford the biggest yacht and you could plonk your biggest yacht and have all the luxuries in life, whatever you want, do you know what? A lot of people would choose the Greek islands because in the summertime with the climate and the scenery, it's
Mm.
wonderful. Absolutely terrific. Absolutely terrific.
That's
It's a good
saying
one.
something because you have the
Absolutely.
choice of going to Pattaya and plunging off your yacht into their fine waters.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The thing is, if I was a billionaire, I could always, send for a troop of lovely Thai girls to be flown over and stay on my yacht in the Mediterranean in
Yeah,
Greece.
yeah.
Wouldn't be difficult. Oh my God, 7-Eleven staff. Cambodia is the next big hotspot. Okay, let's hope that you're right, mate. Let's hope that you're right. Have you been to Cambodia, Tai Z?
I have not. No.
It's a good little country. Good.
I got
Very,
married at a young age, so I've only been allowed to go to Thailand.
yeah. Oh well. Geez, well, that's good enough, isn't it? That's pretty good. That's
Oh
not a
yeah,
bad
yeah.
place to go.
It's very good. Yeah,
That's not a bad place to go. But Cambodia it's only a small country. It's very rough around the edges. It's not really developed, and there is a lot of rubbish in the streets and whatever. Siam
yeah.
Reap is a nice little town. Phnom Penh is you either love it or hate it. Chinookville, which is their beach resort, was very ramshackle, but it's gone downhill because obviously it's now a Chinese casino city by the sea. But one thing
Hmm.
about Cambodia, some of those islands are beautiful. Koh Rong and places like that, very
Mm.
unspoiled. Well worth a visit. Well worth a visit.
Is it good for? Is it better for the single man side of the game, or better for couples?
I'll tell you something. I mean, I was going to Cambodia for many years. I went there after I went to Thailand and Vietnam and other places, but Cambodia that was excellent for the women. Phnom Penh, Riverside.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's one of the best places I've ever come across for the
Mm.
ladies, the girly bars, and the women were fantastic. Fantastic they are. I had lots of lovely girlfriends.
I saw a documentary on Belgium TV today about Cambodia.
Yeah,
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
They're talking Siem Reap, Angkor Wat.
yeah,
This they didn't talk about Sihanouk Ville, to be honest. Phnom Penh, of course. Some other cities inside Cambodia, Odong, the former capital city, and there's a new beach town now. It's called Kep, Kep.
Oh, yeah, Cap is. I've
Yeah,
been to Cap. It's very quiet
it's
and it's
it's quiet, but it's reviling.
yeah,
It was destroyed by the Khmer Rouge, the
yeah,
Khmer
yeah,
soldiers, because the French elite, go there on their fancy villas and everything. Then it's destroyed. Then it became a fisher village, and now it becomes back a tourist area. Maybe I
yeah,
will
yeah,
visit. I will visit it. And
yeah.
I keep it on
I
my
got
agenda. Cap.
a place where I haven't been in Cambodia is the place between Sihanoukville and Kep. It's the place called Kampot. And since Sihanoukville, like
Mm.
they chased out, all the expats basically. A lot
You
of
have
them have gone to
you have nice
Kampot.
villages there. They do pottery. Pottery. They bake the pots in the oven.
Yeah, yeah,
You have those what is called Bantam Nang, where they have those bamboo trains.
yeah.
It's a famous tourist destination also. They
No,
they
it's
they
it's a
they have a Yamaha motor, from a motorboat, and they pull it onto a trail, and they have those bamboo wagons on the railroads. Beautiful to watch.
well, Steph. All as I know, if I can be on the flight to Bangkok in early January, and Cambodia is as open as it seems to be, then I will be heading over the border to Cambodia, and I look forward to it. And it'd be great if you and me could meet
It
up
would
there.
it would be formidable. Yeah, it would be
Cambodia is
great.
a great little country. I met
Yeah, yeah.
I had some nice girlfriends over the years in Cambodia. One of my girlfriends, I used to call her Dolly Parton. You know what I mean? And if
Mm.
you met her, you'd understand why I called her Dolly Parton. I
Because
know
she
she
has
did.
blonde hair. She has
Ah,
blonde
No,
hair.
yes. Blue
no,
eyes.
and not because she sang country and
Oh,
western
she's
sang.
rich. She was rich.
No, no, no. Hold on. I think because she sings.
No,
Or she is
it's
involved
another reason.
in the rubber trees. She's
Two
involved in the rubber
reasons.
trees.
A pair of reasons. A nice pair of reasons.
Oh, yes, yes. Because if she's in a car and it gets into an accident, she could save herself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
She doesn't need any airbags. No, no. Cambodian girls are one. They're such lovely, lovely people.
Mm.
Honestly, the first thing
I
that
agree with
struck me
that.
about
I agree with that.
when you go
I
in the
think
bars, the
they call
restaurants.
Thailand the land of smiles. I think that's
Yeah,
wrong. It should be
yeah.
Cambodia.
I agree. I
The
agree.
people from Cambodia, they have genuine smiles, not
Yeah,
fake smiles, genuine
yeah.
smiles.
They're good. They're good people. They are. They're really good people. I would love to see that place again. Well,
But yeah, Cambodia is a great country. The only problem is transport.
yeah.
Transport,
Well,
you have
they have improved
you
the
don't
road.
have train. You don't have a train system that works good.
No,
You only have a few airports you can fly to. You cannot fly
yeah.
to Siem Reap. You cannot fly to Kep. You cannot fly to Siem Reap. You need
You can fly to
to take
Siam
a
Reap.
fucking van. You need to take a fucking bus. That's the problem
Yeah, you
in
can fly
Cambodia.
to Siam Reap. Yeah, they do have an international airport there.
Yeah,
So
Siem
yeah,
Reap. Oh, I
yeah, in
didn't know.
Siam Reap,
Okay.
I've done it,
Mm,
and in Phnom Penh, of course, but
Yeah, Phnom
maybe not
Penh.
at the
Yeah.
moment. But
Okay, Siem Reap. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
the minibus service around Cambodia, bear in mind, it's quite a small country.
Yeah, but
They
you have
have
to sit
improved
on a
the
fucking
roads.
bus, and those drivers, they drive even crazier than in
Oh,
Thailand.
yeah, that
And
is true.
the roads are bad there. That's the problem in Cambodia. Transportation.
Well, it's I got used to the place. I kind of got used to it after a
Mm.
while. I got used to it. Oh, I'd be going there again anyway. Definitely, if the time is right. So anyway, Steph, do you have
Yeah.
plans to travel? Do you have plans to get abroad?
Mm. I was thinking maybe Spain for a few weeks.
Spain? Spain, yeah.
maybe as an alternative. I don't want to sit in an airplane, with some COVID patient.
No.
I maybe an hour to Spain, yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. At this
Well,
moment, I
Spain's a
don't
good
know. I
country.
don't make any plans. I want to go to Cambodia, yes,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna wait a little bit.
But see, the thing is, Steph, I mean, a couple of people there, I've got to know on Facebook, and obviously we talk about, Thailand and travel. A couple of people who said stubbornly like that, they love the idea of traveling to Thailand or other countries, but they're simply not going to go there when there's a very real prospect of
Hmm.
hassle or setbacks or, ending up in a quarantine hotel. They just don't need the hassle of that. And I don't blame anyone. I don't
Yeah.
blame anyone for boycotting travel. To say, and I'm just not going to bother traveling until all of this rubbish is over and done with. I don't blame anyone for thinking like that. I think I've got to travel because I'm getting on a bit. You know what I mean? Time's running out. I've got to start living my life. What am I going to do? I'm
Yeah.
going to stay here, earn money, and then drop
I
dead.
know a few people on Facebook who booked their tickets, to Thailand in January or in December. They booked their tickets, but I think it's only a few.
Yeah.
It's not mass tourism. I
Mm.
think it will be flooded of tourists, with Christmas or New Year in Thailand. It's,
Yeah.
it's maybe a few more, 10% more as usual, but I don't see anybody booking now to Thailand at this moment. I wouldn't do it also.
except
I would
except
wait.
Ron, of
I would
course.
wait. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you okay.
Ron's like, yeah, January looks great.
Yeah, yeah. It
No.
always looks great.
I don't know. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go to Thailand right now.
Well,
But
we got to see what happens. We got to see what happens. Nobody knows. I mean, tomorrow it could be better news. Tomorrow we could switch on the news and it could be good news. This new onion variant isn't as bad as what we thought it was going to be,
Onion,
or it
onion
could be
variant.
it could be dreadful news. You might say that it's worse than we thought it was, and the whole
Mm,
world's got a lot. You never know what's going to happen from day to
yeah, but the Omicron virus is still it's only a few. It has to take a few months till the
day.
new variant is coming worldwide. It's
Yeah,
still the Delta variant who's going around now.
yeah. Oh Jesus. Hello, Steph. Man, I've had enough. I've
I'm tired
said all.
also of the fucking virus and the corona. I'm fucking tired of it.
I've had
If I
a
can,
long
if I
night on
can
the
book a
internet.
cheap flight to Spain, I will do it. I will set up a GoFundMe or a ticker on my YouTube channel. 500 euros. Take Steph to Spain or whatever. Even if they e-bag for it. But if Spain is safe, I will go to Spain.
I'm looking at your chat, Steph. Okay, Chris Jenkins. They are renovating and upgrading Cambodia. How long do you stay in Cambodia? I've stayed there for months. It was a great country, but now that Chinook has gone down the Swanee River,
Yeah.
and obviously the pandemic's come along. I don't know how it is, but 7-Eleven staff. Yet the Thai girls are less friendly compared to Cambodia nowadays. Well, I must admit, I've had the choice. I like the Cambodian girls better.
Yeah,
Cambodian
Thai
Thai girls.
girls, they were friendly like 10, 20 years, but they're
Yeah,
getting a little bit cocky, I think.
yeah.
A little bit cocky. You know,
Oh, oh, oh,
Eddie, you need some sleep, I think.
yeah, I
oh!
think we
I
all
am.
need sleep.
Get the last night, oh, you say that? Nightcap.
Okay. I've still got my. Oh, I still got my cognac brandy. Very nice. I've got a bad little day today. And Steph, you're
Okay.
going to have to come to my live stream again sometime. You have to make
Yeah,
another
well,
day.
I do once a week live stream on my own channel. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. But
You appeared on my live stream sometime. Did you see my guest last week, David?
I wasn't on your live stream. There are a lot of fake staff travelers. Keep that in mind.
Oh no! Last
If
week.
somebody says in my name staff traveler and he says something bad, it's a fake staff. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. There are fake, even fake Facebook accounts.
Yeah.
Fake, even fake Facebook accounts.
I
even
think
YouTube
I
channels.
one today, Steph. I was looking through my friends request list and I come up Steph and I come up with your photograph. Confirm friend.
Don't confirm it. I never sent those. I have only one YouTube channel. Facebook channel.
I'm already friends with Steph on Facebook, so
yeah, it's fake. This? It's all fake. They're trying to attack me. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's not me. It's not me.
Last week
I sent your friend request.
No.
Your friends already. So.
Absolutely. I'm getting quite wise to it now. Oh. So, last week I had a chappie on my live stream. He's a Facebook friend. He's a Californian, and he's a NASA. He's a retired NASA scientist, and he came on. I don't think he was quite used to, the chat, but he was on about half an hour, and I thought he was pretty good. So I'll try and get him on again because I thought he was really into. He's done a lot of traveling, and maybe you can come on as well, and we can. Join in, have a little bit of a late. I think people like these late night chats anyway.
Yeah, a little bit of a drunken bar crawl. Late in the
a
evening.
late night chat. Yeah. Okay. So what else? What else have we got? Oh, I think I'm going to stay. I'm going to have to stay. Good night, Steph.
Me too. I'm
getting very, very old.
Me
and besides,
too.
Steph. My 20-stone wife is calling me. She's saying, "Eddie, come to bed. Come to bed.
Come to mama."
Wife. 20-stone wife.
Do you know how much 20 stone is? That's 280 pounds.
I don't have a
280 pounds. That is. That's how much it is.
You have 20 galaxies behind you, but come to this galaxy.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, she's my 20-stone wife is calling me, so I'm gonna.
We are using the metric system here in Europe. We don't have a clue what stone or pounds.
I'm gonna have to say,
or Fahrenheit.
She's about 140 kilos. Is that about 120 kilos?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's about the average American woman.
Is it Ty Z? I've got to tell you something. I've had the same conversation with a number of older American guys in Thailand, and they when I've said to them, I've seen these images of American women and they look hot, and these old American guys say to me, "Don't believe what you see in magazines and the news. Your average American woman is a big lard ass." Is that true?
I would recommend just looking at a Walmart catalog. Look at the sizes of the clothes in Walmart, and when you realize that a medium in Walmart is an XXXL in Thailand, that tells you everything you need to know.
Oh God! I imagine Americans are big eaters. You like big fast food, big burgers, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll stick to my petite little Asian girls. My lovely Thai girls, and lovely Cambodian ladies. Lovely.
Okay, I'm gonna kaboom. Eddie, steady.
Okay, I'll say good night anyway. Okay.
All right, I think we're all going. We're all tired.
Okay, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Yes, Eddie. Thank you for coming on. Yeah, pity no one else was coming on here. But yeah, this channel is still growing, Yeah.
All good. I'm gonna take off too. I have my doctor's appointment tomorrow. I got to study for.
Eddie, cheers, man.
It's gone. Criminal is gone. It's quite safe. It's Europe. All good.
All right. So I will see you, if all goes well, tomorrow, maybe even tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. I hope some other people will come on the chat also. You know, I'm so happy Eddie came on. He's a funny chap. He can talk. He can.
Yeah, it was a good. It was
I
a good
love him.
chat.
All right, so
Yeah.
we just got invited to his house.
He doesn't get any allures. You know, he doesn't get any ego.
Met some interesting characters, and it's gone to buy vodka, and said, "Come to our
Cheers.
apartment for some vodka." Oh my god, I think this night's going to get a little bit hard.
Have
All right,
a have a
cheers.
last nightcap.
Can you handle it, Johnny?
Yeah, I
Most
stayed
of
on
the
way
piece.
too long.
Most of the
I'm gonna
piece.
suffer
Yeah,
for
me
this.
too. It's 3:30 here now in Belgium. 3:30.
I'm suffering for a different reason. But okay. Yeah,
Ah,
I'll
yeah,
I'll talk to
doesn't
you
matter.
soon.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Bold. Why the heck did you say yes then? We could have just said no instead of kebab shop.
Listen, when one of the toughest bloody criminals
He makes great videos. Spalton bankrupt.
allegedly says
Not allegedly. He went to prison for it. What's prison for?
Says, come to my house and drink vodka with me. You don't refuse. You say, yes, Gibbon, I'm coming to your house to drink vodka with you. We make our excuses nicely after a couple of drinks, and we leave with our legs intact.
I better be getting more than my $7 day rate for this.
They killed the journalist and passed out. And the
This
poor guy,
isn't his best video because he's not making a traveling video. You know, it's not his best video, to be honest. Okay. Something else in the background. Cheers, guys. Thank you for watching.